Very pleased to have you here. Hello, my name is Rod Santiago, and I'm the CEO of Archway Community Services. It's our privilege, our pleasure to get to hang out tonight. And rather than hang out together to talk about what's not working in our world, this is actually the chance to honor some pretty incredible people in our community. So welcome to the 19th anniversary of Archway's Community Builders Award. I don't know if all of you know who Archway Community Services is, so I'll just tell you a little bit about us. Have you ever reached a point in your life where you haven't got a clue how to be able to cross an impossible hurdle? Or when taking one more hit will surely push you to your breaking point? The arch in Archway offers a strong covering from life's many hits. The way in Archway helps point to possibilities and provide supports as people maneuver around the many obstacles in their lives. Archway amplifies the voices of those in our community who will not be heard. Moms with kids living in cars, seniors so lonely and desperate for human contact, refugee claimants experiencing profound trauma, women enmeshed in a relationship steeped in intimate partner violence, persons with developmental disabilities or mental health issues hungry for employment and for belonging, Indigenous youth seeking safety and somewhere to call home. Archway's vision is justice, opportunities, and equitable access for all. Now, very obviously, one team of staff, even the incredible team that our board at Archway and our leadership circle, our executive team, myself, that we have the privilege of working with, and they're incredible, cannot and will never be enough to achieve all the lofty goals that we're striving for. Only through a practice of collective impact can we together usher in a strong and healthy community. So tonight, we are recognizing 16 amazing individuals and organizations who strengthen the fabric of our community with their leadership, their volunteer work, and their collaborative spirits. And tonight, as a nominee or as someone who receives the award, we want to recognize your efforts, and we know our community would not be the same without you and what you bring to our community. Okay, this is the part where I'll just give you a bit of housekeeping type of things. We do have 2 emergency exits here that lead out in the event of a need for that. We have washrooms just over to my left, your right, and around the corner. We have Dale Klippenstein taking photos of us, and there will also be a video going on, which will then be shared after the event takes place. And then you yourselves are invited. Please feel free to take pictures, but I will ask if you could turn your phone on to silent so that we can have an opportunity to celebrate tonight. To start us off in a really good way, I would like to welcome Daryl Splocton. And Daryl is has quickly become a part of the Archway family. And Daryl is our internal Indigenous knowledge keeper, helping to guide Archway's ongoing process of being a part of truth and reconciliation. So Daryl, I welcome you to the stage.
Swale, everyone. Good day. I am Daryl Splocton. I am Indigenous Knowledge Keeper of Archway. I am pleased and honored to be here at the Community Builders Award. Being here today, seeing that the awards are held on unceded territories of Matsqui, Samath, and Lacamel. The local nations have represented the Stalo people since time immemorial in a good way, as well as taking care of the Stalo Tamuk, Stalo land, with Stalo Tamuk being from Langley to Yale and Chilliwack to Nooksack, Washington. Over the years, I have seen local nations take care of their community and its people in a good way, the best way they know how. I see the same heartfelt care today in Archway and the volunteers. That is something to be proud of. By taking care of the community in a good way, you are also taking care of the land in a good way as well, with the continuance of community service and volunteering. Thank you for having me here at the Community Builders Award. Haichka, ACM.
We're all on a journey in terms of what does truth and reconciliation mean? What's our part in being able to walk forward and be allies in the process? And Daryl has just been amazing in terms of helping us through this journey and speak truth into who we are and what we're about. So Daryl, thank you so much. I'd like to acknowledge some dignitaries who've joined us this evening. We're all pretty special here, just so you know. And I will acknowledge within this incredible group of people, some of our dignitaries. So we've got Mayor Ross Siemens, who will be providing us with greeting. And then we've got Councillor Les Barkman. And I don't know if Councillor Kelly Shahal is here yet, but... And then also on behalf of MP Sukhman Gill, we've got Vinay Warich, who's here. So thank you for joining us. We've got Mike Bjorndal on behalf of MP Brad Viss. We've got MLAs Harman Bangu, and then we've got Bruce Banman. And then on behalf of MLA Rianne Gasper, we've got Sean Mark here this evening. And as well as our school trustees, Shirley Wilson, Preet Rai. We've got Rupi Kandarajwan, newly elected Arsh Kaler, and then newly elected chair of the board, Stan Peterson. So I would like for all of us, there's a lot that goes into people who are willing to step up on behalf of our communities to speak into the health and the well-being. So if we could give a thank you to our dignitaries. And amongst all the dignitaries there, I do want to provide an opportunity, Mayor Siemens, for you to provide a welcome. Thank you for the work of the city in terms of taking care of our community, of stepping into making sure that there is wellness for the people in the places where we live. So, Mayor Siemens.
Thank you, Rod, and thank you again for what Archway does. It's very important for us as a community. So on behalf of Abbotsford City Council and the City of Abbotsford, it truly is a pleasure to be here. One of the things that Abbotsford is known for, and something that makes such a great place to live, is our proud tradition of volunteerism and charitable giving. Whenever there are people in need in our community and farther afield, we can always count on Abbotsford to step up and to lend a hand. This year's nominees are great examples of individuals and organizations working hard to uplift others and to strengthen and build our community. So thank you all for your service. Abbotsford is a better place as a result of those efforts. And I hope the appreciation and the recognition that you receive tonight further inspires and motivates you and all of us to continue to make a difference in our community. And I just wanted to again thank Archway Community Services for holding this event every year and for giving us a place to celebrate the people who donate their time, their money, and their talent for the benefit of others. Sometimes acts of kindness and generosity can go unnoticed, but it is important that we highlight and share those stories when we can. Like many communities across Canada, Abbotsford faces challenges that we on City Council strive to address, but we can only do that in partnership with community agencies and organizations and with people like you that are willing to step up. Tonight is a reminder for us to never give up hope, because there is so many things and so many people among us who work tirelessly to make a positive impact in our community. And yes, we have a lot of division and we have a lot of challenges, but I don't think there is a community that can step up and face those challenges head on the way ours can. So thank you. I just want to congratulate all the nominees and all the outstanding members of our community. And again, thank you to Archway. Your team does some amazing work, and it's only because of you and the people that are working together behind the scenes that Abbotsford can thrive the way it does. So thank you so much, and have a great evening.
Okay, enough of me talking. Let's get to the people who make this happen. I want to call up to the stage one of our board members and currently our vice president, who happens to also chair the Community Builders Awards. Passionate, provides vision in terms of how do we actually honor the people who are part of our community. So I have the joy of working regularly with Pamela. So Pamela Chatry, if you would come up, please.
Good evening. It is with pleasure and a great amount of joy, actually, that these awards are being held again this year, and that I have the opportunity to be a part of this amazing evening. I welcome all of you to this, and welcome back. So many of you, we have past recipients, past winners, we have past supporters, we have past sponsors, we have so many here tonight who come back every year just because it's such an amazing, inspirational evening. And I welcome back all of you who have never been here before, and all of you who are here tonight for the first time, and all of you who have braved the storms to come here this evening. And hopefully you have your boat and your oars ready when you leave here, because I think we may need it. Anyway, I joke, but thank you, everyone. I'd also like to thank the nominators for these awards, because these would not happen without people who are working with individuals or within organizations. They are recognizing that there's somebody pretty special out there who needs to be honored and who needs to be nominated. And the nominators take a great deal of time to fill out the form, to really think about why they're nominating this person. And so I'd like to thank those people who have taken that opportunity to nominate some pretty incredible people and organizations. And I'd also like to thank our speakers this evening. We have a great history with this event. It was started actually in 2006 as a board, Archway Board, Abbotsford Community Services Board at that time, Archway Community Services Board event. And it honored board members who just did a little extra or a lot extra. Well, since then, it has grown, and we have 160 amazing people here this evening. And this, I'm so proud of this. I've been involved now this is my 5th year, and it's really quite incredible to see the growth of what has happened with our attendees as well as our nominations. So we've expanded it now to also recognize that, from the board, to now recognize those that are in the community, as well as those who give to Archway. So it's actually a dual award recognition. So we have some very special people to honor this evening as well, and that's the sponsors. We welcome back as a sponsor FortisBC. Thank you again for coming and being a part of our event. We appreciate it. The Islamic Relief Canada, amazing organization, and we thank you. Eterna Counseling and Wellness, who was a first-time sponsor for us, and we're very grateful, as well as Richard Meyer Electrical Services. So those are first sponsors for us, and thank you. Sponsorships are important to an organization or to an event because they help to cover costs, so that we can recognize and just go a little bit beyond what we normally would. And without sponsors, we just wouldn't be able to just do the best that we can do and be the best that we can be at these events. So thank you. Your support tonight, all of you who are here through ticket purchases and sponsorships directly, contributes, and this is an interesting piece that I'd like to share with you. It contributes to the Archway Community Action Fund, the CAF, which helps meet the most urgent needs, in our community. We often look at an organization and believe that, they've got lots of funding and all of these good things, and we just know that that's not necessarily the case, that there are programs within that need critical funding. They fill gaps in program budgets. They ensure services aren't reduced or lost due to limited funding. And they're allocated by committee, and it prioritizes impact, urgency, and need. Recent examples of the Community Action Fund in action include helping seniors to get to medical appointments, delivering meals to those who are health-bound, supporting youth and families with programming to reduce isolation, and providing car seats for families in our Best for Babies program. For over 55 years, Archway has been at the heart of people helping people in the Abbotsford area. And thanks to your generosity tonight, we'll continue making sure our neighbors have food, care, support, and essentials when they need them most. So thank you. So, our awards tonight, it's exciting. We have 7 recipients in 5 categories. And for the first time, I can tell you this, first time ever, we have a tie in 2 categories, not 1, but 2. So that tells you how many phenomenal nominees we had. And that tells you how hard it was to make a decision as to who the winners would be. So there'll be 2 recipients this evening in the Emerging Community Builders Award category, and 2 recipients in the Individual Organizations category. So it was so hard to choose, and so we're going to be honoring, and I'm not going to give anything away, you'll find out pretty quick here, but it is exciting that we have 2 ties. So the order of the evening, after the award recipient is announced in a category, we'll call up the nominator or a representative to give a speech on why they wanted to help publicly recognize these amazing community builders. And I promise you, if this is your first time here, you will be so inspired by these stories. We all go away feeling that our hearts are just a little overflowing, and I think tonight will be no exception to our past events. So we'll call up that nominator to give that speech, and you'll hear from them. And then we'll call up the award recipient to get a few pictures, and we'll welcome the award recipient to give a speech as well. So I hope all of you, it's like the Academy Awards, I hope all of you have your little speeches in your back pocket and all prepared. So it's going to turn the stage now over to our MC and our host this evening, Cecilia Manella. And Cecilia, began her work, career with Archway Community Services, and she does tell me the year. It's 2001, so we're not giving any ages. We're just telling you that that's when she started her phenomenal career, and it began when it was still Abbotsford Community Services. And in 2009, she founded Eternal Counseling and Wellness, which has since grown into a small but mighty team of 21 people. And this is one of our wonderful, we'll celebrate Abbotsford businesses and success stories. Eterna has been a proud community partner to Archway, working alongside them to foster safety, inclusion, and compassionate care. And so for more than 20 years, Cecilia has been a leader and advocate in the mental health field. She continues to serve the community in meaningful ways. And I am very proud to really, I guess, give you this piece that she is now serving on the board of Archway Community Services, and I'm very proud to be serving alongside her. So she joined us last year, and we're very, very grateful for her to be stepping up this evening and hosting our event. Please help me to welcome Cecilia.
It's probably has to go a little higher. Welcome to this wonderful community event of recognition. I'm truly honored and delighted to be here as your MC and help present tonight's awards. Last year, as Pamela said, I was a new board member, and I had the privilege of attending this award ceremony for the first time. I didn't really know what to expect, I'll be honest, and I was blown away by the generosity of the nominees. I was inspired by their dedication, their commitment to the community, and most of all, their heart-led giving. And tonight is no different. We have so many incredible nominees, and as a member of the selection committee, I can tell you, choosing was really, really hard. Reading through each nomination, it was clear that every nominee brings remarkable passion, dedication, and commitment to the community that we all care so much about. It's truly inspiring to be reminded that there are so many great people in the world, people who give their time and their energy simply because they care about others in the community. At Archway, we are people-centered. Everything we do is about people first. From the beginning days of Abbotsford Community Services under the founding leadership of Walter Petkow to our ongoing evolution of Archway Community Services, people are the heart center of what we do. Every single nominee demonstrates a shared mission to show up, to be authentic, and to do people first. Before we move on to the awards, I'd like to invite our presenting sponsor to the stage to share what inspires them to support these awards for the third year in a row. Please welcome Kim Halowski, Community Relations Manager, who will speak on behalf of our presenting sponsor, FortisBC.
Thank you, Cecilia. Good evening, everyone. As mentioned, I'm Kim Halowski, and I'm a Community Relations Manager with FortisBC. It is truly my honor to be here, not only to sponsor, but also to celebrate the Community Builder Awards and to recognize so many amazing people who have made outstanding contributions to this community. I'd also like to thank Archway Community Services for hosting this annual event. I said last year, I'll say it again, this is a very emotional event. I find these stories so heartwarming and inspiring, and it is a fabulous opportunity to bring everybody together to truly celebrate people's selflessness, to see the warmth acts of kindness and true outreach into this community. So I just want to, again, extend a special congratulations to all of the nominees tonight. So for those of you who are not overly familiar with FortisBC, we are the province's largest integrated energy provider. We deliver both gas and electricity across the province. We serve over 1.3 million customers and over 35,000 customers here in the city of Abbotsford. So this community really does matter to me and to my organization. So as a critical energy provider, we recognize the importance of strong communities. And part of our commitment to the communities that we serve is to support initiative and events such as these that really show great examples of community service that can make everybody's community home, that special place where you feel comfortable, where you feel included and you feel welcome. So again, congratulations to all the nominees. I'm keeping it short. Thank you very much for your time and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Kim. It's organizations like yours that give so generously that play an essential role in making our community a better place to work, live, and play. All right, let's get going on these. It's very exciting. I feel very special having to nominate people, naming their names. Let's get to the reason why we're here, just to celebrate. Our first category of the evening is Emerging Community Builder Award. So this category recognizes those who may be younger, new to the Fraser Valley, or have recently begun making meaningful contributions to our community. As Pamela mentioned, we had a tie in this category. So tonight we'll be honoring 2 recipients, and we'll announce each recipient one at a time. So the nominees are, I feel like I need a drum roll or something. Dr. Armanjot Singh, nominated for your compassionate commitment to providing free dental care to the community members in need through Archway Dental Clinic. We can clap. Yes. Grace Brown, nominated for helping shape youth wellness initiatives at Foundry Abbotsford through your heartfelt advocacy and volunteer leadership. Jastinder Bandal, nominated for your leadership, advocacy, and volunteer efforts, as well as promoting mental health awareness and organizing food drives at Archway. And the final nominee, Norman J. Green, nominated for your dedicated volunteer service, helping seniors and vulnerable clients access essential services with safety, dignity through the Archway Community Van Program. And the first recipient of this year's Emerging Community Builders Award is Dr. Singh. I'd like to start off by inviting Christina from Archway Food Bank to the stage to help share with us why you chose to nominate Dr. Singh.
Good evening, everyone. It is a distinct honor to stand before you tonight to acknowledge an individual whose unwavering generosity and compassion have profoundly impacted countless lives. At Archway Nonprofit Dental Clinic, our mission is both simple and profound: to restore health, dignity, and confidence through compassion care. We provide essential dental services at little to no cost, serving individuals who often arrive in pain, hesitate to smile, and unable to eat comfortable, and sometimes on the brink of losing hope. Thanks to extraordinary dedication of Dr. Singh, this story has been transformed. Through his self-volunteerism, Dr. Singh has generously contributed his time, expertise, and heartfelt commitment to those who might otherwise who with dental care. From comprehensive extractions, he is very good on that, to full mouth restoration, his skills hands have not only alleviated pain, but have also restored the ability to smile, eat, and live with comfort and confidence. As the sole volunteer dentist who consistently scheduled visits to our clinic, Dr. Singh ensured the patients without cover receive the care that they need. Over the past 2 years, his contribution have amounted to more than $200,000 in dental service worth. What truly distinguishes Dr. Singh is not only his clinical excellence, but the deep compassion he brings to every patient interactions. His presence serves as a powerful reminder of what we do this work, because every healthy smile marks a new beginning, and every act of service sends ripples of hope through our community. On behalf of Archway Dental and all those who live has been touched by his remarkable service, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. Thank you, Dr. Singh, for exemplifying to the true spirit of service for restoring not only teeth, but also confidence, dignity, and joy. Thank you. Photo first?
Yeah, sure.
We have the first one.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. I would start by thanking Archway for the beautiful evening and giving me the opportunity to act as a volunteer in their dental office. I will briefly tell a little bit about my journey, how I connected with the Archway. I'm working as a general dentist since 2016 and moved to Abbotsford like 3 years ago and did my startup dental office at the same time. So over time, I realized like dental care is too expensive in North America. I do see seniors, refugees, people with addiction who were basically genuinely in need. I mean, we get patients, obviously, nobody wants to pay a dental office. They pretend they don't have money, but there are a few like genuine people who need care. So I looked at the organizations in the community where I can basically at least do something for the community. And then I found about the Archway that they do have a dental office, but they don't have a dentist, and it's sitting empty. Usually, a few years back, there were UBC students who used to come to Archway to volunteer, but they stopped basically during COVID, and the dental office was sitting free. So I contacted Archway, and for the last 2 years, I've been basically volunteering at the Archway dental office and helping people in need. One thing which I realized is I see a lot of patients with addiction, mental health issues, refugees. One of the components which most of the people basically ignore is pain. Whether it's a physical pain or a pain from the tooth, it's one of the biggest components which is ignored and which continues to cause addiction in some patients. When I talk with some patients, basically, and ask them what's holding them back from recovering is the pain, whether it's a back pain or pain in the tooth, for which they continue to have some medications or street drugs just to cope up with that pain. My goal at the Archway was like, even if there is a one patient where I can at least help him to get away from the addiction and help him into the recovery. That's personally, to me, is a good milestone. So for my last 2 years, I have seen like countless patients who are in their 20s or 30s, who are missing like multiple teeth, have big infections. My only goal is to do my little part in the community. At least, I don't think that anybody should be basically staying with dental pain for like years or months or or have to go into substance abuse just because of the dental pain. And I think the Archway Dental Clinic is one of the best platforms in the city, which is helping vulnerable people or people who are in need to get that dental care. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Singh. I hope you can see now the night's going to be pretty amazing, right? So now for our second recipient for this year's Emerging Community Builders Award goes to Jastinder Bandal. I'd like to invite Harleen, Jastinder's sister, to the stage to share why Jastinder was nominated. Is Harleen here? Oh, yes. Oh, perfect. You made it.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to introduce one of this year's award recipients, my brother, Jastinder Bandal. Justin has demonstrated a long-standing commitment to community service and health advocacy, both here in Abbotsford and beyond. As co-founder and vice president of the Hearts for Humanity Society since 2016, he has helped lead food drives, clothing and hygiene initiatives, and even an international vaccination project that provided over 200 free HPV vaccines to underprivileged girls in India. Through this organization alone, he has helped collect and donate more than 13,000 pounds of food to the Archway Food Bank, directly supporting local families and raising awareness about food insecurity in our community. In addition to his work with Hearts for Humanity, Justin has volunteered extensively with the Connects Autism Network, supporting children with diverse abilities in recreational programs and community events. He also volunteered for over 3 years in the emergency department at Abbotsford Regional Hospital, where he offered comfort, psychosocial support, and assistance to patients and their families. His dedication to health promotion extends even further. He has volunteered as a medical service volunteer at the BC 55 Summer Games and a rehabilitation assistant volunteer with Fraser Health, providing encouragement and care to seniors. He's also supported community fundraisers and scholarship nights as an event volunteer with the Indo-Canadian Business Association, helping local youth and families. Outside of his volunteer work, Justin has found ways to advocate for health and mental wellness through writing. He authored Changing Our Soch, Tara's story, in honor of our late mother, using it to start meaningful conversations about mental health and to raise funds for the BC Schizophrenia Society. His monthly Abbotsford Health column in the Patrika brings accessible health education to thousands of readers, encouraging understanding and reducing stigma. Although he couldn't be here tonight because he's currently studying medicine in Ireland, Justin has continued to stay connected to his community and hopes to return to Abbotsford one day as a physician dedicated to giving back. On behalf of our family, I want to sincerely thank Archway Community Services for recognizing his efforts for this meaningful honor. I'm incredibly proud to accept this award on his behalf. Before tonight's event, Justin recorded a short message just in case he was selected as a recipient, and I believe that pre-recorded message will play later.
Hi everyone, my name is Jastinder Bandal. I'm truly honored to be accepting the Emerging Community Builders Award from Archway Community Services. I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight. I'm currently here in Ireland finishing my final year of medical school. A bit about me, I was raised in Abbotsford and I went and did my undergraduate degree at the University of the Fraser Valley. During that time, I volunteered in Abbotsford, most notably with the Abbotsford Regional Hospital, with Connects Autism Network, and I went on to co-found the nonprofit organization Hearts for Humanity Society. I want to congratulate the rest of the nominees. It's a huge honor to be nominated, so you should be very proud of yourselves. And I also want to give a shout out and thank Archway Community Services for all the work that they do in our community. So thank you. And thank you to all the attendees tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and thank you.
Thank you for that video. What a great start to the evening. And to see these emerging community builders, we just can't really wait to see what they're going to do in the coming years. Now we're moving on to our next category, which is a Community Builder Award for Individuals. This is another category where we'll have 2 recipients because we couldn't really choose. And we battle it out on the committee, not sure if you know that, but we do go back and forth quite often trying to decide, and sometimes we just can't come to a decision, so we pick 2 people. We'll do the same thing, announce each recipient individually. So the nominees are Angel Farquhar, nominated for your dedicated volunteer work, creative fundraising, and passionate advocacy to help end youth homelessness. Diane Marty, nominated for your long-term compassionate service to the Archway Community Connections Program, empowering newcomer women through skill building, mentorship, and heartfelt community contributions. Jasmeet Singh Falka, nominated for your generous support of the Archway Toys for Tot initiative, your ongoing commitment to mentoring youth, building community, and giving back. Patricia O'Connor, nominated for your long-term volunteer service at Archway, empowering refugee and immigrants through language support and compassionate community building. And finally, Ravi Dhaliwal, nominated for your generous support of the Archway Community Golf Tournament and for inspiring others to give to the Starfish Pack program through your leadership and heartfelt advocacy. And the first recipient of the Community Builder Individual Award is Angel Farquhar. I'd like to invite Wanda from the Archway Youth Resource Center to the stage to share why they nominated Angel.
Good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to be here tonight to celebrate someone whose heart for community shines in everything she does. On behalf of the Youth Resource Center, I am honored to introduce a remarkable advocate for compassion, generosity, and community engagement, an individual who goes above and beyond to make our community stronger, kinder, and more connected. Angel Farquhar. Our journey with Angel began in 2017 through the Orange Door campaign, a national fundraising campaign aiming to end youth homelessness. This campaign directly supports Autumn House, a program run by the Youth Resource Center. Since then, Angel has participated in an incredible 14 campaigns. In 2020, she stepped into a leadership role, calling herself the unofficial fundraising captain. But after 14 campaigns, I think we can all agree it's official. Angel consistently raises the bar, not just in dollars, but in creativity. Her fundraising ideas are fun and inspiring, including cafe mornings, hot lunch days, raffles, the famous bake sale, and the ever-popular customer barbecue. So popular during the last campaign that Angel did it all over again the next weekend. She uses these moments not only to raise funds, but to educate community members about Autumn House and youth homelessness, further building community by bringing people together. Angel doesn't just show up. She shows up with her heart, her baseball cap on, rolls up her sleeves and gets to work. She doesn't just live in community, but actively shapes it, nurtures it, and helps those in it to thrive. And she doesn't wait for change, she creates it. Her genuine curiosity about local programs enables her to spot impactful opportunities for collaboration. She led a successful partnership between Autumn House and the Canucks Foundation, and when the foundry needed upgrades, she secured a grant, organized volunteers, and ensured the work was completed to a high standard. As president and event scheduler for the Volunteer Abbotsford Society for 11 years, Angel leads efforts that give back to community in a powerful way. The money the group raises through volunteering their time is directly donated back to local charities, a beautiful full circle endeavor. In 2024 alone, her team donated $41,000 to local charities, including the Food Bank, Canucks Place, Children's Hospice, and the Crystal Gala, and they are set to contribute another $50,000 this fall. Angel also volunteers directly with Canucks Place Children's Hospice, helps lead and supervise teams at the Abbotsford Air Show, and contributes to countless local events like Canada Day, the Berry Festival, Agra Fair, and Tree Lighting Night. Her service extends to Central Heights Church, where she has been a steady presence in both the nursery, the cafe, and the community Christmas event. Angel's commitment to service spans decades and roles. When asked why she volunteers, Angel says it's simply what she's always known. Inspired by her mom and grandma, she started young and she's never stopped. Giving back fills her bucket, and it's clear that her passion and dedication have filled many others' buckets along the way. I've had the pleasure of witnessing Angel's impact firsthand, and I can tell you that her work has touched lives in a way that go far beyond what can be measured. She's a connector, a motivator, and she leads with compassion, humility, and integrity. She's always the one asking, what more can we do? Angel doesn't seek recognition. She leads by doing and values action over ego. She doesn't do this work for applause, but we'll give her lots. She does it because she believes in people, in their potential, in their worth, and in the power of community to lift us all. Most importantly, in people helping people. So tonight we celebrate not just what Angel has done, but who she is. A builder of bridges, a spark of hope, and a reminder that one person really can make a difference. We shine a light on her incredible contributions and say thank you. So please join me in congratulating and welcoming this year's Community Builders Award recipient to the stage, Angel Farquhar.
I'm short. Hope I don't cry. I said to my friends I was not expecting to win. I was just honored to be nominated. So this truly took me by surprise. As Wanda said, I grew up volunteering. My grandmother and my mom, it's what they always did. So to me, this is just what you do. You give back to your community. So it's something I've done from a young age. It's something that's become a passion of mine. And I just help out wherever I can. I've worked in the schools when my kids were younger. Sometimes I held 2 different board positions when one was in elementary school and the other moved on to middle school. I'd look for ways to fundraise at the schools, their sports teams, and it just continued even after they graduated. I work at Home Depot and I fundraise through the Orange Door Foundation, and Autumn House is our direct recipient of all our fundraising that we do biannually. And yeah, giving back is just a passion of mine. Now that my kids are older and out of the house, I'm always looking for areas that I can give back to my community. So thank you very much for this.
Thank you so much, Angel. And now for the second recipient of the Community Builder Individual Award goes to Patricia O'Connor. I'd like to invite Rosanna and Paula from the Archway Multicultural and Immigrant Integration Services to the stage to share why they nominated Patricia.
She's so awesome that we had to both come. I'm honored to nominate Patricia O'Connor for the Community Builders Award in recognition of her 17 years of unwavering volunteer service to newcomer communities in the Fraser Valley through Archway Community Services. Patricia's journey began in 2008 after a chance encounter with an Archway language instructor, me, in the community, who excitedly told her about a new program that needed volunteers to help newcomers with their language and literacy skills. Inspired by a desire to be useful to those new to Abbotsford, she joined the Immigrant Family Connections program and worked closely with refugee women from Africa and Central America. Her support helped these women achieve language goals and certifications such as Food Safe and WIMIS. She also assisted learners in passing their driving knowledge tests and citizenship exams after spending hours in the library helping them study for these certifications and also for Canadian history and geography and civic responsibilities.
When the program transitioned into a new format in 2013, Patricia's commitment remained steadfast. She reached out to the Language Instruction for Newcomers to Canada program to find new opportunities to continue her volunteer work in a more formal settlement language classroom setting. Her experience made her an ideal match for learners with high needs, including individuals recovering from brain injuries and others requiring intensive literacy support. Patricia worked one-on-one with these learners, helping them build foundational reading and writing skills, such as recognizing letters, sounding out words, and reading simple sentences. She also guided learners through essential daily life skills, including writing their names, reading bus schedules, filling out forms, understanding medication labels, and navigating signage in public spaces in our print-rich society. And these practical skills empowered these learners to participate more fully and independently in their new communities. Following the COVID pandemic, Patricia expanded her role to include small group instruction in evening classes. Evening classes is a tough slog, and she was just in there. Language instructors describe her as someone with a sincere and natural interest in our students, and as someone who shares openly and honestly, creating a welcoming and engaging learning environment. Her reliability, consistency, and genuine care have made her a pillar of support for both learners and staff. Patricia's contributions extend well beyond the classroom. She actively engages in community events such as potlucks and informal staff gatherings, where she shares ideas, builds relationships, and fosters a genuine sense of belonging. Her presence is marked by warmth, consistency, and a deep commitment to connection. Through her engagement, Patricia weaves together the threads of reliability, compassion, and openness, qualities that form the foundation of a welcoming and inclusive environment for newcomers. Her ability to draw others into community creates reciprocal relationships that strengthen the programs and enrich the broader newcomer experience in Abbotsford. Her dedication to service also reaches beyond Archway. From 2018 to 2020, Patricia volunteered at Connects Children's Hospital, preparing meals for staff and families and offering comfort to those navigating difficult times. She continues to serve through her church, St. Dunstan's, where she helps prepare meals twice a month for working families facing economic challenges in Aldergrove. In addition to her hands-on contribution, Patricia actively supports fundraising efforts for this ministry, demonstrating her unwavering commitment to uplifting others and fostering community resilience. Through her volunteerism, Patricia has helped build a more connected and compassionate Fraser Valley, making Archway's programs more responsive, relational, and community-driven. She embodies the true spirit of community building, bringing humility, reliability, and deep compassion to all of her interactions. Her consistent presence and thoughtful engagement have made her an irreplaceable part of our newcomer support network. As Patricia herself has said, if I can help even one person in a class of 20 learners, that's what counts. So it's that quiet philosophy of service has guided her. It's guided her in every action and continues to inspire those around her, leaving a lasting legacy of care, connection, and community. And we're just so delighted, Patricia. Thank you.
You know, it's really hard to compete with myself after that speech about me. Wow. I had no idea I was that great. Okay, now I'll do the speech. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. Thank you to the Link for the nomination, and thank you to Roz and Paula for that amazing introduction. And thank you to the committee for choosing me to be a recipient. And I also want to congratulate all the other nominees and recipients. What an honor, like truly. When I'm asked why I volunteer, my response is usually that I know the importance of giving back to the community. And Paula stole my words, by the way. And I feel that if I can make a small difference in even one person's life, it is well worth the work I do. Not to mention that I really enjoy my time in the classroom. In my many years of volunteering for various literacy programs through Archway and Link, I am so grateful that I have been a part of this program and all the wonderful people I have met. Thank you again.
Thank you, Patricia. I mean, if your heart's not full yet, I mean, it's just going to get fuller, just saying. We're now going to turn our attention to the remaining 2 award categories for organizations, and we've organized them into community nonprofit organizations and corporate organizations. And we're going to start with the community nonprofit. The nominees for the community category are Abbotsford Restorative Justice and Advocacy Association, nominated for their transformative work in restorative justice and fostering healing through conflict resolution circles, school-based dialogue programs, and community partnerships. Brothers and Sisters in Christ, nominated for addressing food insecurity among vulnerable individuals, ensuring everyone is treated with unconditional care and attention. And the Gathering Market, nominated for your innovative and dignified approach to food security, transforming surplus food into nourishing meals and fostering community well-being. The recipient of the Community Builder Community Nonprofit Organization is Abbotsford Restorative Justice and Advocacy Association. I'd like to welcome Dr. Beth Waters, Associate Professor at the School of Social Work and Human Services at UFE and Archway Board Member, to the stage to share the great work of the Abbotsford Restorative Justice and Advocacy Association.
Thank you. On behalf of Archway Community Services, I'm honored to introduce the Abbotsford Restorative Justice and Advocacy Association, ARJA, with the 2025 Community Builders Award in the Community Organizations category. ARJA is a partner organization to Archway and has also made significant contributions to the community through a variety of restorative justice initiatives. Restorative justice is an approach that focuses on repairing the harm caused by crime by giving those harmed a voice and those who have harmed others an opportunity to make amends. ARJA runs several restorative justice programs in the community to facilitate this healing. For one, ARJA recruits and trains volunteers to co-facilitate conflict resolution circles and restorative justice conferences, which provide opportunities for those who have caused harm to meet face-to-face with those they have impacted, thereby promoting accountability and healing. Also, through ARJA, youth are matched with adult mentors to guide them through the often challenging process of reconciliation and personal growth. Then, in ARJA's Restorative Action in Schools program, dialogue circles are facilitated in all Abbotsford middle schools, helping students build communication, conflict resolution, and bullying prevention skills. An amazing program that many of our social services practicum students at the university have had an opportunity to support. And finally, ARJA's community-based referral program
allows community members to request support, which increases access to restorative practices for all. Congratulations, Arja, on this significant achievement, and we would now like to invite you to the stage to receive your award and take a photo.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real honor to be here tonight on behalf of Abbotsford Restorative Justice and Advocacy Association, or as many of us know it, ARJA. At its heart, ARJA is about relationships. It's about repairing harm, restoring trust, and rebuilding connection where it's been broken. We believe that when someone causes harm, the path forward isn't through punishment alone, but through accountability, understanding, and community. Every day, our team and volunteers create spaces where that healing can begin. They sit with people who have been hurt and with those who have caused harm, and they help both sides find a way forward. That takes compassion, courage, and patience. It takes a deep belief that people can change, that communities can heal, and that justice can look like restoration rather than separation. Our volunteers are truly the heart of this work. They give their time and their hearts to listen, to mediate, and to help guide some of the most difficult conversations anyone can have. They are mentors, peacemakers, and bridge builders. Without them, none of what we do would be possible. And our staff, who we saw up there, small but mighty, continue to carry this mission forward with dedication and vision. Whether it's working with youth, supporting victims, or partnering with schools and police, they ensure that restorative justice isn't just a program, but a presence, a way of life in our community. In many ways, the work of ARJA reflects what Abbotsford itself is all about: care, resilience, and a belief that we're stronger when we walk together. We're proud to be part of a community that understands the value of empathy and the power of second chances. So tonight, I want to say thank you to our volunteers, our staff, our partners, and every person who believes in this vision. You are the reason this work continues to grow and change lives. Here's to many more years of building a safer, more compassionate, and more connected community together. Thank you.
Thank you, Arja, for all the work that you do. So now, we'd like to recognize corporate organizations. The nominees are in the corporate category are Cindy Burry, Private Wealth Management of Raymond James Limited, nominated for your generous support of the Archway Family Center's Best for Babies program, your leadership in mobilizing your community to uplift families through fundraising and hands-on volunteerism. Fraser Way RV, nominated for your unwavering partnership with Archway. Your generous fundraising, sponsorship, and commitment to local well-being empowers meaningful social change. Headlands Environmental, nominated for your values-driven leadership in uplifting families, youth, and Indigenous communities through meaningful partnerships and community investment. And lastly, Vitalis Nutrition Incorporated, nominated for your outstanding commitment to community care through volunteerism, donation drives, and ongoing support of Archway programs. And the recipient for the Community Builder Corporate Organization Award goes to Vitalis Nutrition. I'd like to invite Kioka from Archway Food Bank to the stage to share the nomination for Vitalis Nutrition.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Archway Food Bank and the Starfish Pack program, it is my pleasure tonight to recognize Vitalis Nutrition for their outstanding contributions to our community. Vitalis began their relationship with Archway Community Services in April 2020, during the uncertainty of the pandemic, stepping in to support the Starfish Pack program when food security was unpredictable and our regular volunteer base was limited. Over the past 5 years, Vitalis has dedicated hundreds of hours to sorting and packing food for both the Starfish Pack program and the wider food bank. Their reach in our community is especially evident at the Christmas Bureau. Every holiday season, the Vitalis team volunteers in the toy room, organizes toy drives and food drives, and even sponsored 6 families as a Christmas neighbor, committing to helping these families have a special holiday season that they'll remember forever. Now, I may be biased as the program coordinator for Starfish Pack, but today I'd really like to spotlight the joy that Vitalis has brought to children and families in Abbotsford through their support of the Summer Starfish Pack program. Beyond their regular volunteer shifts, Vitalis has shown remarkable leadership and compassion by donating 1,403 snack packs filled with milk, meat, and fun, ready-to-eat snacks that kids know and love. What makes this partnership so special is how Vitalis initiated it, reaching out to us about what gaps they could help us fill and what families actually want and need. They co-designed the menu, rallied partners like Frybee and Saputo, and packed all those bags together as a team. Each week, families shared with me how meaningful it was to receive familiar snacks, items that often get pushed off the grocery list first when budgets get tight. And food insecurity is hard, especially for children, and going home with a bag full of your favorite snacks can transform the experience of accessing food support into a joyful childhood memory. This is the impact that Vitalis has had on over 1,000 children and their families in Abbotsford. While Vitalis Nutrition's mission is to improve lives by unlocking the nutritional value of milk, Vitalis empowers its employees to work in partnership with local organizations like Archway beyond the dairy industry to uphold dignity and compassion through community connections. And beyond Archway, Vitalis Nutrition supports the City of Abbotsford Street Adoption Program, family fitness events, and volunteer appreciation events, low-income seniors via the Abbotsford Association for Healthy Aging, Canuck Place, Agriculture for Autism, and the Crystal Gala Foundation, and the BC Dairy Historical Society's collection and preservation efforts. It's safe to say that Vitalis has had an incredible impact on the lives of so many in our city. And on that note, I am so honored to welcome to the stage this year's corporate community builder, Vitalis Nutrition Incorporated.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for all the work that Archway does in our community, and thank you also to all the other organizations for all the work you guys are doing. So it's all really inspiring to hear that. I'd also like to say I think Abbotsford is a great community, so to get recognized for all in the community where so much great work is getting done, it's an extra honor for us to get recognized. So as an organization, Vitalis, as was mentioned, we're a dairy nutrition company here in Abbotsford. We produce mainly protein powders and butter and cream that we export around the world. As an organization, we really promote 3 main traits in our organization and with our employees, and that's care and integrity and expertise. And I think just hearing some of the other nominees here tonight, I'm seeing those traits in everyone else as well. So we really, the company wanted to put together what we call our Community Connections Committee. And as you see, the people that are here with me tonight, they're our committee. And what the organization really wanted to do was, how do we get involved directly here in our community where our employees work or live and work, where the organizations that work with us, whether it's our farms that supply us with our milk, or vendors, or et cetera, that all live and work in this community, how do we get back involved with that? So that was really one of the main focuses, but also we wanted to make sure that we were helping support segments of the population that we also work with our products that we sell. So whether that's infants or children or people with healthy living or healthy aging products, we wanted to help connect with those parts of the population. So that was really the onus of the Community Connections Committee that we organized in our organization and what we're trying to work towards. And I think you can see from all the different organizations that we're trying to work with, we're trying to spread that to as many different groups as we can work with. Something else that we've done as an organization to help support our employees is that we actually have a program where for every hour that an employee volunteers, we actually support them by giving them an hour off of work. So if an employee spends 8 hours volunteering in the community, we give them 8 hours off as our way of trying to promote getting involved in volunteering in the community, and that's been very effective. Something else I think that's, if we talk about that care and integrity and expertise, we see it in all the time through the work that our employees are doing through volunteering. And one of the programs that was mentioned, is getting out and going to Archway and building the starfish packs. But a lot of our employees were saying, how can we bring some of those programs back into our actual facility so that everyone can get involved? And so that's where we started doing some of the programs where we're actually making up the packs right in our facility. And it was just to show the sort of enthusiasm of our employees. We had set 2 days aside to basically build those 1,000 packs. And I think we were done within about 3 hours. So we realized we need to spread it out or expand it for the next time. So anyway, I'd just like to say thank you again. And I'd really like to recognize our committee and all the hard work they do. They're all volunteering this committee aside from their real jobs that they do. And I know our employees all really, will be thrilled to hear about this because it's a really important part of our organization. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Vitalis. As we begin to close our evening, you may have noticed a new category quietly listed in your event program, and one we've intentionally kept a bit of a secret until now. It's called the Award of Excellence. This award was created to honor a community partner whose impact has been exceptional, long-term, and deeply significant. The committee felt that this level of contribution deserved its own special recognition. From among all the nominations we received over the last years, this recipient stood out for the profound and lasting difference they've made in our community. It is with great pride that we present the very first Community Builder Award of Excellence to Fraser Way RV. I'd like to invite Rod back on the stage to share why they were selected.
Wow. It is such a pleasure to present this new award, which recognizes the exceptional, long-term, and significant impact of a community partner. All of our nominees tonight are doing incredibly amazing work to build stronger, compassionate community, but this organization stood out even amongst this remarkable group of change makers. Before I welcome the reps up to the stage, I want to take a moment to share why Fraser Way RV is so deserving of this recognition. Fraser Way RV has built a thriving workplace culture of giving back to community and supporting local charities since 1969. Fraser Way doesn't seek the spotlight or seek accolades. They give because it's who they are. Their generosity is rooted in a culture where blessing others is not just encouraged, it's lived out every day. They are the epitome of altruism, expecting nothing in return. This year, we insisted that we needed to celebrate them and their impact on our community. Paired with the generosity of their Adventure Foundation, Fraser Way is one of Archway's largest private donors. They have supported Archway programs with a special dedication to our food bank for over 15 years. They've also given to our Family Center, Senior Services, Starfish Pack, Toys for Tots, Foundry, foster parenting, and areas of greatest need. Their RV shows alone have raised thousands for food security. Fraser Way is a sponsor of our Archway Charity Golf Tournament, and their thoughtful support has also been instrumental in the success of our Toys for Tots Christmas brunch, bringing holiday joy to families through gifts and festive meals. Their involvement goes far beyond financial contribution. They actively foster community spirit through events like their annual Customer Appreciation event, their charity barbecue, which brings together staff, clients, and local residents in support of food security. But wait, there's more. Their values speak volumes. One of the shared values of the ownership and employees is social action to support local, national, and international initiatives that create positive impact. Their commitment to social action is lived through their support of organizations like Ground Zero Ministries, BCSPCA, BC Children's Hospital Foundations, Communitas Supportive Care Society, Youth Unlimited, and many more. They've donated RVs to families in need. They've sponsored Christmas dinners to adults with developmental disabilities and matched employee contributions to sponsor children in Kenya. At one point, the employees were sponsoring nearly 100 children. They also cared deeply about their employees, and in 2024, they received an Inclusive Employer Excellence Award for their commitment to inclusive hiring. And when crisis hits, Fraser Way RV steps up in extraordinary ways. Back in November 21, when our community was first hit by the devastation of the floods, Fraser Way RV Abbotsford phoned the Archway Food Bank to let us know that they had a donation for us. When we arrived at Fraser Way RV, we were completely shocked when presented with a 6-figure check towards flood and holiday support for the food bank. What makes this even more remarkable is that at the same time, Fraser Way RV was experiencing their own flood devastation, where they lost hundreds of RVs. Despite this, they still chose to go above and beyond, making sure they had enough support to serve our community over that holiday season. It just blows me away. During the 23 wildfires, they made a goal to raise $500,000 for on-the-ground organizations such as Red Cross and Samaritan's Purse, working directly with people affected in the Okanagan and the Shuswap, and have similarly donated to many local relief efforts. Again, their support is more than financial. During disasters, staff and leaders have traveled to volunteer with cleanup efforts. And then while I know they don't seek attention, I want to say a few words about the owners, James and Vanessa, who have been the driving forces behind Fraser Way's generosity. They've given up their time and resources to bless Archway and numerous organizations and are so caring and down to earth. They have passed their values down to their sons and their employees, so their legacy will continue. I was inspired by a quote from James in an interview that said, "It all comes back to my own personal faith that all people from all walks of life are created equal and need to be respected. Those who have the responsibility to help those who have not." It's a responsibility that I take seriously. Thank you to both of you who've enriched our entire community in so many ways. You and your employees are a model for community building. From sponsoring events to volunteering and creating a warm, welcoming atmosphere, Fraser Way RV continues to be true champions of Archway's vision of justice, opportunities, and equitable access for all, embodying the spirit of generosity and community care. I can't think of a better organization to recognize for this first award of excellence. Can I please ask the reps from Fraser Way RV to make their way to the stage?
My boss is shy and an incredible individual. Have you noticed this evening that everyone has talked about giving, and yet at the same time the reason we give is because it fills us up in return. About 5 years ago, I met an amazing individual during an interview, and in that half an hour I decided there's nowhere else on earth I wanted to work. It was for this gentleman beside me, Mr. Epp. The values, the integrity, and the gentle yet strong faith of this gentleman radiated from every pore, and I thought, I want to be part of that. None of us really go to work at Fraser Way. Our vision, James's vision, is to make sure that everyone who wants to can live out their adventure dreams, whatever that adventure might be. But the reason that this dream is pursued is so that there's the ability to give back. Even this morning, in a tough year for the RV industry, we're reviewing what do we give back at Christmas time? And yep, the amount went up again, because that's who James is. That's what he believes the business has been built to give back to. And all of us are deeply honored to be part of that journey with him, very much inspired by him. And yes, he's incredibly humble. He's probably blushing and would like me to stop talking now. But he gave me the mic. Here's James.
Boy, that was quite a description. There was things I didn't even remember, but just to give you a quick rundown, 1969, mom and dad moved to Abbotsford. It was an answer to prayer. And I was 14 then, and I had an older sister, a younger brother, and unfortunately they both passed away since, but my mom and dad lived out giving. And you know, that was something that I noticed tonight. There's a lot of that, where people looked and watched from past, their families, the example. And one of the things that we've done is when sometimes we've taken groups to Kenya and look at some of the villages that we've worked with. And one of the reasons that we do that is because we want our staff to experience giving. We've been blessed. But you know what? We've been blessed with so many good employees from the top down all the way through. And it's kind of like Archway. You know, they've been blessed all the way through with staff over the years, volunteering, getting out there every day that we don't see, I don't see, and but I hear about. And they've been a blessing to the community and all the other people that ran here tonight. And sounds like them, but it's more like that we're nominated tonight and we're here tonight. There's so much good work done. God is good, and I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
I mean, how often do you come to an award ceremony and then feel like you need to cry? It has been absolutely so incredible tonight, and I just want to have a round of applause for everyone that got nominated tonight. And I hope that your heart is full. We've had the privilege of hearing about and from some of the most remarkable individuals and organizations in our community. Their dedication reminds us of the heart and the resilience and generosity that makes this community so special. And to end our evening, I'm going to ask Rod to come back and do some final closing remarks.
What an inspiring night. Big thank you to all the nominees for who you are and how you show up for our community. Thank you to our MC, Cecilia Manella. Woo! Thank you to our organizing committee. We have our board members, Pamela Chatry, Beth Waters, Cambry Lovesey, Cecilia Manella, who have made this happen. And to our Archway staff, Savannah Waite, Kelly Neufeld, Cindy Walker, Shayla Tottenham. So a big thank you to them for all that they've done to honor people in our community. Have had incredible sound tech. Notice we never had any problems with this. So from Ryan Campbell of Sapphire Sound, buckets of flowers, the delicious food from our social enterprise, Delish Catering. What'd you think? And also for Dale Klippenstein for what you'll see. It will just be amazing photos, so thank you. We thank we have 3 UFV students who have volunteered their evening to be able to make tonight flow. So thank you to Prati, Abhay, and Reese for coming and joining us tonight. And of course, to our sponsors for making this possible. FortisBC, thank you so much for just keeping on showing up and making this happen. To the Islamic Relief Canada, thank you. Eterna Counseling and Wellness. And then to Richard Meyer, Electrical Services. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just some kind of technical type of things here. We're going to invite all of the nominees, not just the recipients, but all of the nominees. We've got something for each of you. So if you would come to the stage at the end of this, we'll take some photos, and then after that, we'll take some photos with the recipients of the awards tonight. Also for the recipients, you've got a box here so that you don't break your award on the way home. And then, yeah, we'll do that large group photo and then get one with the award recipients. Then you're free to take photos on the stage, anybody who would like to. Feel free to mingle after the event. And then I think I'll just leave us with some of the sound bites that I heard tonight from people who came up here. I do my little part to alleviate people's pain. To me, this is just what you do. You give back to community. If I can make even a small difference in one person's life, it's so worth it. Believing that people can change and communities can heal. How do we directly get involved in our community, and then how do we bring the programs back to our own agency? And then finally, giving fills us up in return. We pursue our work so that we can give back. That's the heart of who this community is, and it just blows me away. I'll just also, one of the things I heard a few times this evening from our recipients is how grandmas and mums and dads were the spark that made them who they are. So the grandmas and the mums and the dads, the uncles, the brothers, the sisters who are in this room tonight, just welcome and invite you to be those kinds of people who will change the generations that follow after you. So with gratitude, thank you so much for celebrating with us tonight, and let's have the various nominees and recipients come up for a photo.